Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I feel I should be saying Happy New Year, even though it isn't the new year when we're recording this. But this new moon in Capricorn is the first significant moon in the new year of 2021. So the reading we're doing definitely relates to 2021. And yeah, the moon enters the sign of Capricorn, the earth sign of Capricorn, on the 11th of January, 30 p.m. UK time, and it's there for a couple of days. On Wednesday, the 13th of January at 5 o'clock in the morning, it becomes officially the new moon, because it is on exactly the same degree as the sun. So the sun and the moon are both at 23 degrees 13 Capricorn at 5 a.m. Cambridge time on Wednesday the 13th of January. So if everyone wants to say what time that is in their time zone. So Sharon,
That
you want
would
to go
be
next?
midnight, January 12th.
That's right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Midnight would still be the 13th. Oh, no, it's not the 13th till midnight 01, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you mean is, yeah, it's the midnight of the kind of the night before, rather than
Yes.
midnight on the 13th. Yeah. And
Eastern time.
This is going to go well. Yeah. Cassidy.
Yeah. Perfect time. It's going to be 9 p.m. on January 12th.
Sorry, and where are you?
Pacific time, so west coast of Canada, United States.
Okay. And Holly?
Right. So where I am, the exact conjunction would be happening at 8 a.m. and that is Arabian Standard Time.
Perfect. So the moon leaves Capricorn on the same day. So it becomes a new moon almost at the end of its visit into Capricorn. It becomes the new moon at 5 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday the 13th. And later that afternoon at 4:44 in the afternoon, it leaves Capricorn. It's gone. It goes into Aquarius. And everyone will have to work out their kind of own time zones on that. But the new moon phase carries on into Aquarius. No, actually carries on into Pisces, because it hits the new moon so near the end of Capricorn, and it's got 45 degrees after that to still be the new moon phase. It is actually, you can do your new moon work right up until the 16th of January, which would be, what would that be? The Saturday, I think, at 1:30 p.m. So, you know, there's time to play with. But the overall timings, I think we should put this in the notes, to be honest. Enters Capricorn at 1:30 p.m. on the 11th. It is the new moon at 5 a.m. on the 13th. Leaves Capricorn 4:45 in the afternoon on the 13th, and is in the new moon phase up until 1:30 p.m. on the 16th, when it's in Pisces.
Totally have to help me write those notes, because I'll have those. I don't even get the year right. Come on.
I'll help you, Sharon. I will help you. Some people may find that information very useful if they're doing moon work. So I think we should start actually noting that down. And the new moon, and as I say, this is the first new moon of the new year. So this is kind of, in that sense, it is a big deal, because we're all very happy, you know, to leave 2020 behind and go into 2021. This is a new moon. New moons are all about, you know, what you want to attract. It's kind of like picking up again on those New Year's resolutions. It's kind of like kicking your plans and things into action. Capricorn is a big, ambitious sign, as we all know. You know, it strives for success, that sort of thing. So, you know, people may well be making quite big intentions on this particular new moon. So we're going to do our Astro-Tarot readings, and we're shaking it up a bit. We're giving it a new approach. So this could all go horribly wrong. But what we're doing, right, but we're very excited about it. So we have the lovely Cassidy today. Hello, Cassidy.
Hello, hello.
And just tell us what you are going to be doing in conjunction with our Astro-Tarot.
Yes, so for me today, I'm going to be doing an oracle card reading for each one of the elements. So we're going to have everybody else is going to do each one of the signs, and then I'm going to do an overall oracle message for each element. And today I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. This is the background. If you guys have seen this deck before. Yeah, and it's a very, very lovely. This was actually my very first oracle deck I ever got. So I wanted to bring this one out today.
We're excited. That's great. That's great. I'm really looking forward to that. And instead of us just going through all of the signs in the order like we usually do, we're going to do them by element this time. So we're going to start with the fire. Yeah. Oh, Holly. Yes, you spoke.
We are doing it by element, but also by modality. So we're going cardinal, fixed, mutable. Right.
Yes, within the element. So is it you're doing all the cardinal signs? Khalid is doing all the cardinal signs. I'm doing all the fixed signs, and Sharon is doing all the mutable signs. So we're gonna and then Cassidy will finish off with an oracle reading. So we're very excited about this. We could get completely confused, but I'm sure we won't.
You guys will keep me on track, right?
So without further ado, I feel like there should be a drum roll, some music, some flashing lights. We're going to start off with the fire signs. So it starts with Aries, as always, cardinal fire. Take it away, Khalid. What card have you got for Aries? What's the question? What is the question? Yeah.
I'll get to that, but just before that, there's something I think that is really worth mentioning, which is that this moon will also be a conjunction with Pluto, right?
You're right.
It'll be sextile with Neptune. So these are two outer planets. So this is going to be, I mean, if you're going to be doing any moon work on this occasion, for this new moon, you can plan to draw on the energies of those outer planets and really come up with something powerful, you know?
Yeah.
Please do not do not draw on any of Pluto's deathly qualities. We've had enough death this year.
No death allowed whatsoever in 2021. It's totally banned, right? Okay, but you can be imaginative with your sextile with the Neptune.
Always good to be imaginative with those sextiles. Yeah. Sorry.
Well said, Sharon. Okay.
But yeah,
right.
Like attracting something that's really profound, deep, meaningful, you know, like revealing light and shadow, Pluto, and mystical understanding of reality and connection, you know, Neptune. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
Okay.
And so I will be drawing cards for advice for each of the cardinal signs. So in the following order: Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And this advice will be tailored to what would be the best direction to take your focus in. If your sun, moon, or ascendant is in any one of those signs, what would be the best direction for you to take your attention in? If you're planning to do moon work on this occasion, the new moon in Capricorn on January 13th.
So you're just going to do Aries. You're just going to read Aries at the moment.
Yes, at the moment I'll just read Aries.
Yeah. Okay. Just being sure. Yeah.
All right, here we go, Aries. So this is for you if you've got your sun, moon, or ascendant in Aries. Okay, so this is a clear message. I didn't have to wait long for this one. Curb your impulsiveness. Don't aim for anything too extreme, too ambitious. Maybe tone down a bit the fire in you so that it can, okay, how can I phrase it? So that it can be more on the same level field or a playing field as your surrounding reality, the people surrounding you. Clearly have a lot of energy, a lot of vitality, a lot of free-spirited kind of, you know, an instinct, a free-spirited instinct to just jump and go into unexplored territory. Scale it down a bit and aim for something that is more that you can more easily imagine as kind of achievable given the circumstances surrounding you. Okay? So
Okay.
this is the Fool. Okay?
Ah, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 So this is the
Yeah.
big creation. So this is you could say in modern astrology particularly, but scale it down a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't take any great big huge risks.
Kind of be realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so sticking with the fire, I'm doing the fixed fire energy, which is Leo. Okay, so what is the advice if you are sun, moon, or rising in Leo, and you know you want to kind of like make the most of the energy of this new moon in Capricorn that is coming up on the 13th of January? What is the advice for the Leos? Okay. I feel that whatever your kind of project is, whatever new thing it is that you want to do, I would not want to be really sure what the message is here. I'm just going to say it. I'm the messenger. I don't think you should count on the backing of your family for this. So I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm feeling like don't do it without, that's it. Don't go for it without depending on your family to kind of necessarily either approve of it or support it. You know, if you want to do it, I'm not stopping anyone from doing it or checking something out or taking some steps towards it, but just don't, you know, if you are like a teenager and you think, oh, that's all right, I'll borrow the money off my mother. No, if you want to do it, not thinking of anyone specifically, but no, I am genuinely feeling this is down to you as a sort of an independent goal. I'm not saying go against what they would approve of or do something that you know they would hate, but just don't necessarily automatically expect either their sort of support or approval or you know or them wanting to be sort of involved in it. The first steps of this thing is down to you independently to check it out and maybe after the new moon, you know, like if it looks like a viable thing, maybe that might be the best time to approach them about it. So I'm not kind of like suggesting someone goes and does something that their family's going to hate. Maybe for some people they will. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some people it might be time to sort of, despite the fact you know your family. I would say if you were an older person and it was something you knew your family wouldn't like, but you felt in your heart that was for you. You know, maybe this new moon in Capricorn, this new year is the time for you to come out and do it. Actually,
Nice.
so I'm thinking of the whole spectrum here. Any idea what card this might be? I think.
Reverse.
Pardon?
10 of Cups reverse.
Absolutely spot on, Harley. Well done. Yeah.
Nice. So Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising for the full moon in Capricorn. Sagittarius. It's time to take a break. It's time to stop trying so hard not only to control things, but to make things happen. This is actually a new moon that you want to bring in some relaxation and some trust. It's time to trust yourself, and it's time to allow yourself to trust some of the people around you.
Oh.
So hard to do, especially with this card, but it's time to let down your defenses against yourself and everybody else. And I got the Nine of Wands in reverse.
Oh.
And this particular card,
Yeah.
they're all pencils, and he's studying really hard. But I don't think it's just to study. I think it's to everything. Time to let the paranoia down. I'm using the This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabella Rothman.
Nice.
Now, and you're doing a deck of the week with that deck, aren't you?
I am.
That will actually be out before this comes out.
It
So,
will.
But
It
there
will.
may be people that watch this that might want to then go back and watch that deck of the week. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it.
I
Yeah,
like this
brilliant.
deck.
Yeah, I like the name of the deck. This Might Hurt Tarot.
For the record, I'm still smiling from Mandy's reading because my parents don't approve of anything I've been doing recently since I quit my job, including the pomegranate grove. So yeah.
They don't
Wow.
approve of the pomegranate grove. Really? Oh my God.
Even after your mom saw how wonderful you did on your workshop?
Maybe I'm exaggerating when saying don't approve, but it's like not their ideal, you know. They want me to have like
They're more
ordinary.
conventional. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my heart goes out to them on the 13th of January when you start something even new that they will equally disapprove of.
We got
that's-
you back.
Workshop comes out. Your
It
workshop
is on that day.
It is.
Wow.
your death
Oh,
workshop.
well done, Cassidy. Yes.
That is.
Oh, that is amazing.
Oh, oh my God. Yeah, Harley's workshop.
Oh, we should get that
13.
to come out right when the
Wow.
new moon hits. Make it powerful.
So it has to. You have to program that to kind of like go live at 5 a.m. UK time, midnight. Sharon.
Midnight. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's powerful, Khalid.
I don't think we've done a recording yet, all four of us, with as many synchronicities as today's video. So this is amazing. Yeah.
We're only on the first element. My goodness. Right, Cassidy. Well done for that. You are the queen of synchronicity, I believe, today. You get the synchronicity crown, Cassidy, for spotting that. So what is your oracle?
Okay, yeah. So this is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and the card. This is interesting. This card and how it relates to kind of everything that each of you said. So the title of this card is the Observer, and I'll just show you the image of it. Oh, you can see that, and it's got. How can I make this look a little bit more clear? Nope. There we go. Okay, so it's a little fox sitting on an egg, looking at looking at the moon. Which, you know, that's not quite a new moon, but hey, anyway. So the message that I see from this particular card, and it's cool, like I said, how it relates to each of what you got is like, what it's asking you here is just to really get a different perspective, right? You can't understand the full gravity of what's going on in your situation if you have, family drama, or there's trouble at work, or it doesn't even need to be something bad going on. But what you're being asked to do during this moon is kind of pull yourself back up out of your situation and see And this is not the same as like see other people's side of things. It's like see for yourself something at a distance. So whether this is,
Right.
you know, longer term planning, right? It's the beginning of the year, whatever things you're moving towards. And it's a fox sitting on an egg, which is kind of cool. So it's like that, allow yourself to be almost in this vulnerable state when you remove yourself to look at things from afar, just so you can kind of get the full picture. So kind of with what Khalid said, this is like, you know, maybe a look before you leap kind of a thing. Yeah, I think that's sort of the main message for all of the fire signs. I mean, it's a fox too, right? So you're very crafty, very, I'm not even going to use the word sly, but like you can get stuff done. But you're being asked to, like, as well, Mandy had said to take a break. Or was that? No. Sharon, was that your card?
That was my
No.
card.
Yeah, Sharon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. You know, you might be you as the solo observer of the dream that you're looking for. And with Sharon's taking a break, this is kind of like, you know, you can be in an active observation mode, but not actually doing the thing, right? So it kind of ties into each of those messages in a very cool way. So that's our overall message for our.
Great.
That was awesome.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
Very cool.
So we're now going on to the earth signs.
Yes.
Okay, and I will start the earth signs with Taurus, which is fixed earth, and then we have mutable earth.
Virgo.
So that would be Sharon, yeah, for Virgo, and then the actual Capricorn, which is the cardinal earth, which will be Khalid. So, oh, I'm dropping them all, blimey. Okay, so what is the message for the Taurus people? And I've got Taurus rising, so this one's important to me. Has anyone else got Taurus here today? A significant Taurus? No?
I wish.
What is the message on this on this new moon for anyone who has Taurus, either sun, moon, or rising? What is the message to kind of like, you know, the advice to get the most out of this new moon on the 13th of January? If you have significant Taurus in your chart, here we go. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, if you have Taurus in your chart on this new moon, I suggest you seriously think. Now, this is very, I'm going to have to kind of get rid of what I said about the Leos. This is so different. This is, I would say, accept any help that is on offer. So if you've got something that you want to do, that you want to create, that it's something new. I mean, you know, it might be something to do with, you know, it's New Year's resolution time of the year. It might be about getting fitter or losing weight or, you know, eating more healthily or all that sort of thing. It might be that, or it might be kind of like to do with starting up a business or something like that. Whatever it is, though, accept help. Don't feel that people will turn you away. Don't feel too proud to actually, you know, and I think you know what help is out there. So don't be too proud to accept it. That's what I'm getting. I know Sharon absolutely knows what card this is. Right, I know that you know what card this is, and we discussed this card recently for our card meetings, and we realized how many different possibilities there were for this card. But what I am definitely feeling on this one is do not walk away from the help that's out there. You will have much more success with your new year intentions if you do accept the help that's on offer. Go on, Sharon.
5 of coins.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice.
Virgo.
Virgo. Virgo. Okay, I gotta look at this art. Virgo's gonna hate me if I keep doing cards for them. I'm trying to find the way to word this because the art on the card is a little bit disturbing.
Oh.
Virgo, things have not been going smoothly for you. And I'm not saying they haven't been going your way. Things haven't been going anybody's way, but you feel a sense of distress and panic right now that is extreme. You're on the edge of snapping. It feels like every time you get something in order, something comes and breaks it. Little things, big things, you're just starting to panic. It feels like you cannot breathe. So my advice is so much easier said than done. Hang in there. Keep breathing. Stop and breathe before you do anything that you will regret. And that is very important for this new moon, whether it be magic, words, actions. Breathe. You are excellent at getting details. You are excellent at understanding things going on around you. But because so much has been going wrong for you, you're at that point where you're just going to snap. Take a deep breath, breathe, and do not have that temper tantrum. Do not have it. I've got the Eight of Cups. All of those cups have been thrown down and smashed instead of lying
Wow.
in a row behind him. So take your time. Think before you act. You will regret your actions if you don't keep the details. Things will get better, but you cannot snap right now. Okay.
Very powerful.
Gosh.
Oh,
Things will get better, I promise.
And was that was Eight of Cups reversed, I
That's the
assume?
Eight of Cups reversed.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, I would not have read it that way, but
No.
all those cups were smashed.
Yeah,
That was a temper tantrum.
very strong, very useful message. All right. So I guess it's my turn. So
It is your turn.
what's the message for you on the occasion of this new moon in Capricorn? If you have your sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn.
Yay.
Wow.
This keeps on happening to me. I keep on pulling for a particular sign and it'll be the card in the deck that's assigned for that sign. Why is it that? I don't know. Okay, it's
But
like
Destiny Crown.
Capricorn.
No,
I was just going to say, is it the devil? And I was going to say, before you pulled any card, I was going to say this is very relevant for both of my children because one of them has the sun in Capricorn and the other has the moon. So thanks for pulling that card, Khalid. What?
Cassidy. Who are you?
Okay. So yeah, so the devil is very broad, obviously. He's a big archetype. So let me see what I'm picking up from him right now. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stick to something closer to the standard warning labels attached to this card. The eyes look really mean and intense. I feel like there's something about the energy of this moon that will actually lend itself to magic that is of a darker nature, meaning magic that is pretty self-centered, right? About what I want, what I want, what I want. So I'm feeling from this card that conjunction between the moon and Pluto. That's coming across to me. It's like I can go for whatever it is that I want, and why don't I do it? And there is that kind of ambitious nature in the Capricorn energy, and it is an earth sign, and it can, and it's, let's say, in the shadow forms of Capricorn, the shadow expressions, it can be overly materialistic, right? In its aspirations, in its understanding of the good. So I think the message for you is check your definition of what the good is, and be sure that what you're going after is actually worth such a close encounter with darkness, with inner darkness.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
gosh.
It's coming across as a clear warning, right? Be very sure that it's worth it. I think the energy is going to be there for you to manifest that kind of very intense, self-oriented, self-centered idea that you have, but please be sure it's worth it.
Dang.
Well, on
Some
that
heavy
happy note,
messages.
yeah. Let's move swiftly to the air sign.
Oh, let's hear what Cassidy has to say.
Oh God, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, Cassidy, put this right, please.
Okay, so for the earth signs, and again, it's neat how this is like blending in with all the other messages that came through. So the card is a loyal heart, and it's quite cute. It's got two little owls on the top, and I mean, we've got our two like old style keys hanging up there, which is very interesting. However, so in terms of what Mandy had said with the being able to accept help and stuff, and what Sharon said with, you know, breathe, take time, and then with what Khalid said with check where your faith lies, like, and your investment in something. So I mean, what I'm seeing with this is like, it doesn't need to be, it can be in terms of a relationship or any kind of romantic, non-romantic, but check where your loyalties lie and see who, and just as equally like where other people's loyalty lies to you, and ask if that investment is really worth it for you long term, right? Like, are these little doors on the heart, are they opening for you, or are they going to close in kind of that longer term perspective? So are you going to be loyal to a company? Are you going to be loyal to a person, to an idea, to a faith, to a practice or a teaching? Really evaluate what is reciprocated back to you, right? It's almost like this card could be cut in half and it's a mirror on either side. So make sure that the faith and loyalty you're giving to something, someone, is being reciprocated in a way that it's actually beneficial to you. So in all of those ways, that's what I see here for the earth signs.
Wow, thank you. I like this.
I was just thinking, I'm loving the way that it's being done.
Yeah.
Now we can move swiftly to air signs.
Now we can go to the air signs. Sorry, we're reflective.
I get a cookie because I remember it's me. It's
yes,
Cardinal.
It is you. No, mutable, Sharon.
I knew that. I was testing you.
You knew it was you.
Damn it, man.
You did know it was you. Yeah.
Wait, but wait. It's me.
It is you.
Gemini.
Gemini.
Can we tell that I have a Gemini moon? So
well, this is all of us. This is all of us except Khalid. We're all Gemini moons here.
So this is for Gemini, sun, moon, or ascendant.
Yes.
I know why I was thinking Libra now. Gemini. The entire world has been out of whack. Gemini is probably the sign that is most able to adapt to that. Gemini is very, very beautiful at being a chameleon and to reacting to circumstances and landing on its feet. And for this new moon in Capricorn, this is a time to really excel at that. Try new things. You're not afraid, and work on the adaptability, because the way the world has been, the fear and the chaos around us has pushed us to our limits of that adaptability. Where there's so many times you can change and then you're like, you know what I mean? So take this opportunity for the new moon to bring in patience, to bring in balance, to bring in beauty. Gemini, so many people say that Gemini is shallow, but Gemini is capable of beautiful depths. It's time for you to bring some beauty into the world for everybody else to see. And that beauty can be through music, through writing, through your good cheer, through jokes, good jokes, no bad
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
Bring some beauty to the world. Bring that balance. It's waiting for your depth of joy and your ability to make everything all right. Bring it.
Oh,
Temperance.
Or
temperance.
Lovely.
Lovely.
wow.
Lovely.
We need that Gemini energy that's able to
Yeah.
see things on that sunny side and bring us a little joy to balance all the sorrow that everybody's been through and all the chaos.
Yeah.
So I
Very
know
nice.
balance is Libra. I must have known that card was there in my head, but Gemini has the ability to
Yeah.
bring that. That's the happy dog wagging
Yeah.
its tail.
And that, I mean, I don't know that particular deck. It's hard for me to sort of see exactly, but you know, I feel like with the temperance, it's about taking two things and blending them into something else.
Right. So, jumping from a theme of balance to the sign of balance. So, if you have the sun, moon, or ascendant in Libra,
Yeah.
that's the Capricorn new moon message for you. Wow. The synchronicities abound to a crazy extent here. This is crazy. All right. So, this is actually a very, very, very beautiful message. So, all right. So if you have your sun, moon, or ascendant in Libra, I think using the energy of this moon to manifest something that is actually in line with what comes to you naturally would be great. And that is generosity and really giving what you have, the excess, whatever is in excess, right? Whatever you possess in excess, sharing it with others. Really taking into account like the misfortunes of others, all the ways in which they are less advantaged and advantaged or privileged than you are, and doing something to kind of to balance the scale, right? Of you know, blessings and misfortunes, you know. Yeah, so that Libran grace, bring it out. Try to manifest something that draws on a talent that you already have and turns it into the direction of people who actually need it, right? Okay, so this is the Six of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Very Capricorn. Well, it's a very, very earth card, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the new moon, yeah. Nice.
Dang.
Okay, so last but not least for the air signs, we have the fixed sign of Aquarius, which is me and Cassidy. Okay, so yeah, what is the message for anyone who's got a significant Aquarius in their sun, moon, or rising for this new moon in Capricorn on the 13th of January? What is the advice for anyone who has a significant Aquarius in their chart? Okay, here it comes. Okay, so I am believing with the Aquarius here for your intentions. Don't wait to become an expert at something. You know, it's kind of like as you learn things and you learn your expertise, you know, you do it. It's if you've kind of like learned something that you didn't know before, it's you know, if you're embarking on something new, practice with it as soon as you kind of get even a little bit of it, and become an expert at it bit by bit by bit. Don't wait to kind of like know how to do the whole thing. You can actually kind of yeah, I'm what I'm feeling is you can become that's it, you can become an expert on the job. You don't need to go and sort of like train to do it before you're let loose with it, but just work with the bits you do know, and they will then lead you to kind of like become more expert as you go along. Yeah, I just feel that you don't have to be, there's lots of things that you can do where you don't need formal training. It's not like, oh, I'm going to have to wait until the virus is over and then I can go out and go to uni and do a degree in this before I'm allowed to practice with this. I think there are things that you can do towards that starting on the 13th of January this year. And with those little bits and pieces of it, it will be through practicing it and actually doing it. And you'll look back to that date of the 13th of January where you had the courage to actually just go out and take the little bit. So I know I'm waffling here, but I kind of know the point that I'm making, where you kind of know the bit that you did know and you worked with it and you shared that. And that's I think going to sort of take you far. That's going to kind of lead you down the path. The card that I got, and I really think I went round the houses to say that, but I was making quite a point that I understood. I got the Three of Pentacles reversed.
Oh, yes. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, because sometimes people feel, oh no, until I've completed this course, until I've done it all, I really should not be kind of practicing this on other people. Yes, you can. I mean, as long as it's not heart surgery, right? Do you know what I mean? As long as it's something that's sensible, I do think that you can work with the bits and pieces that you are learning, and that's how you will become an expert. Not just from reading about it in a book, from actually practically doing it.
Yeah.
What's that, Harley?
I said, I wish I had some Aquarius in my chart because I need a message just like that.
You do need a message just like that, yeah.
That's why you're here.
Aquarius is in your chart, Harley. It's there somewhere, you know. And it
many planets in Aquarius, and you know, but I am Capricorn rising, and Capricorn, like Aquarius, is ruled by Saturn. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many people won't do something that they've learned because they're not perfect at it? If we wait till perfection, we'll never learn more.
That you become perfect by doing it with most things.
Yeah.
And I think there's plenty of things that the Aquarians could start doing on the 13th of January if they think about it.
The Aquarians and Khalid.
And Khalid, yes.
Khalid, yes, you can take this one home with you.
Yeah.
The funny thing I just have to point out, I'm actually just sitting across from a closet that has a whole bunch of board games in it. And it's really funny that you said, don't practice if it's open heart surgery. And look, I looked up and it's like the game of Operation.
That is funny. Yeah. Oh my God.
Practice in any way you can, folks.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So the oracle message that I have for the signs, it's very cool. Okay, I'll just show it as well. So it's called Truth Be Told. We have this adorable little owl sitting there with a window to his soul wide open, and he's standing on a mask. Which, like, you know, in part of the way sort of a justice-y type card in here. So it's neat that it comes up with the air signs anyways. But the main message of this is sort of like, it's cool. Okay. And here's why I'm saying this. So if you can see the owl himself is about this big. So the owl is about the size of the mask. And, you know, theoretically, perhaps the owl was behind the mask and then hopped up and is now like showing more of himself. So part of this is saying like, it wasn't even just a mask that was on your face or like to some particular people, but it's asking you to really, you know, start sharing more parts of yourself with more people, being more open about who you really are. And like truth be told, what is true for you? Right? Because truth is such a subjective thing, right? It's not, there's no such thing really as objective truth, kind of, sort of. There is, yeah. We could talk about that in another episode. But like, what is it that's actually true for you, and what are you willing to share with people? He's not abandoning the mask; he's standing on it, and he's showing, you know, to certain people at certain times. So, like, and what you had said, Sharon, about like expressing yourself in different ways, and showing that other side of yourself, and Mandy, you had said like to align with what you're good at already, you know, aligning with your talents. I wrote these down because I was like, I want to remember what you guys said.
Yeah.
Perfect. What does this say? Use it as, oh crap. Or maybe, I don't remember. But I hope you can see the ways that this sort of like blends in. Oh, and no, Kali, you had said about generosity and aligning with your talent. That was what you had said. Mandy, you said about using it to, you know, working as you go. And it's like, there you are, you know, you maybe don't know it all. You're practicing, you're showing, you're being authentic, showing your truth as you go along. So in many ways, and you know, you don't need to abandon the mask entirely, but stand on it, you know.
That's nice. That's lovely. I love this deck.
Yeah, they've all been upright so far. Yeah, it's quite cute.
And that, I do love the way that it's enhancing like what we're all getting. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Your signs.
So last but not least, we've got the water signs.
Yeah. So I guess.
So we're back to the cardinal. So yeah, okay. So
Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Cancer. What's the message for you concerning the new moon in Capricorn, which is your opposite sign?
yes.
Okay, so I think what this card is telling me is that it's really time to stop hesitating about what it is that you've been feeling for a long time. You need to draw a resolution about. There's an issue that's been with you for a while, and because you've been shying away from confronting it, you've been just keeping yourself in this position of passivity, not taking any concrete steps towards resolving this issue, because it's just easier, it feels easier for you, less heavy, less intimidating to confront this issue and just bring it out in the open and lay your cards on the table and just get it over with. So I think you should use this new moon to draw the courage you need to get out of that impasse and of that false sense of like, oh, I'm safe because I'm not doing anything. Like, this problem is not going to solve itself. You need to act, and you need to do the things that you really don't feel comfortable doing. Okay. So this is your third reverse.
Oh.
Right, with the moon right there. Right. So,
yeah. Yes. So a little bit like no more denial.
right, and it's a waxing moon too. It's just growing. See it from here. The waxing moon.
Yeah.
This moon,
Oh God, that is a new moon. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, to draw on the courage you need to just finally act. Get out of that state of passivity. It is not going to serve you. It only makes you feel emotionally safe, but in the long run, it's just gonna make life complicated for you. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the fixed water of Scorpio now. So what does this new moon in Capricorn mean to anybody who has sun, moon, or rising in Scorpio, which has kind of like quite a strong connection with Capricorn? Dropped my earpiece. Right. Okay, so what is the message for anyone who has either sun, moon, or rising in Scorpio on how to get the best out of the first new moon of 2021 in Capricorn? Here we go. Oh, we've had this card before. Oh, hang on, I've dropped. Oh God, the host has asked you to start your video. Okay. Hey, I'm back.
Hey.
So after my little kind of moment of excitement, yeah, we've had this card already today. So this could be synchronicity. Cassidy, the synchronicity queen today. So I forgot what I was doing. Oh, that's right. So the new moon in Capricorn for anyone who has the fixed water energy of Scorpio. Okay. I am feeling that you need to align with your fixed energy here. I think you need to stick to your guns. I don't think this is the time to kind of like do anything sort of like rash. You might feel the sort of the urge, or you might even have a carrot dangled or something, or like an opportunity to do something new right on this new moon. I was about to call it a full moon on this new moon, but I would definitely say before you just kind of go for it, I would kind of like be pretty sure what you are getting into before you kind of pass the point of no return. You know, like before you say yes to something, know what you're saying yes to. That it's as simple as that. That is what I'm getting for the Scorpios. And I think Scorpios are pretty good about kind of digging a little bit deeper and kind of like, you know, checking it out and researching things. I mean, maybe sometimes Scorpios can be too intense and overdo it a bit, but on this new moon, I would urge you to go with that Scorpio
tenacity.
A bit. What's funny?
No, I just thought tenacity. The word tenacity came to mind.
Oh, I see. Sorry, no, I don't use that word. Right, but I would say, you know, thing. I would say thing. You would say tenacity. I would say thing. Go with the Scorpio tenacity thing. Don't know what it means, right? Go with the Scorpio energies and kind of like really know kind of like what's under the surface rather than kind of like the obvious before you say yes to something. We have had this card already today, but I think it's come up slightly differently for the Scorpios than what it was for the Aries people, full reversed.
Oh. Wow.
But the interesting thing is that Mars rules Aries and Scorpio, and that the full reverse came up. So I say came up, where you would say came up. You know, for both of those signs. So maybe there's something in that. He's got hysterical. I'm going to quit while I'm winning, and I'm going to pass you over.
I know. I really like the observation you made about both the signs having the same ruler. You know.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Like, whoa.
The words like tenacity, but I did pick up on that. So
Dying over here. You made me snort like twice.
I'm going to make you snort 3 times next time, right? Okay, Sharon.
I don't know if I can take it. All right, Pisces, sun, moon, or ascendant. Advice for the new moon in Capricorn. This is going to be a little difficult for Pisces, but it will really pan out in the long run. Focus. Stay focused. Stay focused on whatever it is that you're working toward, whether it be a new song, a novel, a new job, a sweetheart, whatever it is that you're working for on this new moon. Put some Scorpio intensity into it. Really focus on it. Pay attention to it. If it's another human, let them know that that focus is there. If it's a project or a job, let the people around you know that that focus is there. Do not get distracted. This is in your reach. It's practically in your hand. Go for it. Go for it hard. Don't get distracted. There are no squirrels. Don't go running off after things that don't exist. Focus. So,
Oh,
Page
is that the
Pentacles.
page? Yeah, page.
Yep.
Yeah, nice, lovely.
Right there in your hands.
Yeah,
So
lovely.
very hard for Pisces. They're all over the
Mm.
place.
Well, you did all the mutable signs, Sharon, didn't you? So
I
it was
did.
quite a challenge, really.
It
With
really
Capricorn,
was.
no, but with Capricorn being so kind of focused, you know, because it's a cardinal. I think the mutable sign would struggle with that.
I
Maybe,
think,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I think the Pisces will struggle, but use that daggone Capricorn energy to your advantage for as long as you can, because you will get phenomenal results. So.
Cassidy, last but not least.
All right, so our final card from the Oracle deck, again, it's upright, which is nice because I can show you the image. So this is called Message in a Bottle, and it's quite pretty. It's got a little stork riding on a bottle with a telephone in it that's floating through. What is like, how much water is in this card? That's really cool.
I was just thinking, what a water card.
Totally. So many different things. And I'm going to just say a couple different things because I think, you know, in trying to encapsulate all of the water signs with this, some of it will be true for some different people. So one of them, which was when Mandy said, I think an opportunity will show up for you. I was like, yeah, hilarious.
Ah, yes, yes.
The bottle. So like part of the message from this can be like that something will come your way almost, you know, synchronistically, you know, just in it, it'll just up for you. That message in the bottle will just be floating by. So for some of you, I think that it'll just be a very unexpected, prosperous thing that you receive. The other thing I'm seeing here too is like it's a really cool, like it's got an old-fashioned telephone sitting inside. So it's kind of like saying if that bottle doesn't show up for you, like make that phone call and like be the bottle, right?
Nice.
You need to outside of it. If it doesn't come to you, you know, you can also be that thing. The third thing that I'm noticing that's kind of relevant is we've got our little stork here and this little paddle sitting on the bottle, and the bottle is actually corked. So the bottle is not open at the moment. It's actually shut. So the other additional part of that message is maybe like, you know, and going with what Mandy said about the full reverse, you know, make sure you time that phone call right, that reaching out, you know, don't just accept something. The first phone call that shows up, if it is too good to be true, it probably is, kind of thing. Keep a cork on it if you need to. And with what Khalid said, it's like stop being in denial. It's time to act, right? Like you said, if that bottle doesn't show up, be the phone inside the bottle and like make that thing happen for you. And with Sharon saying, you know, you need to really stay focused. It's like maybe your job is to be that stork with the paddle and just like, you know, are you the part of like moving a message for someone, something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's a broad range of different things, but I think some of them will be true for each area of the water signs. But I mean, that's a super watery card, so I feel pretty confident.
Definitely. And
That's
Yeah.
it's kind of, in a sense, it's saying to me, for the water signs, that communication one way or another is key, you know.
Mm.
And it's to listen, look out for the signs, and kind of like make your own communications clear as well. Yeah.
an unconventional way too, maybe, right? Like,
Y-
this is a bird that could be flying
Yes.
to ride a bottle.
No,
You know?
great.
If
Great.
you're a texter, maybe make a phone call. If you're a phone call person, can you show up at the door? You know what I mean? Like, push the envelope a little bit in your method of communication.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we did it. I think we kind of got through it without it being too much of a sort of a train wreck. Getting completely confused. Yeah, it was really enjoyable, and it was nice to sort of, like, you know, shake it up and do it differently. I just think that in itself, it was kind of like, you know, new moon, new year, new way of kind of presenting our Astro-Tarot moon readings. I really enjoyed it.
I liked the way it flowed. It
Yeah, it was
just seemed
lovely.
yeah. And the way Cassidy tied them all together was beautiful.
Absolutely. So we want to know what you think. Did you like it that way? You know, so yeah, it'd be really lovely to get some feedback. Not, you know, on the actual readings, but also on just that structure, if that worked for people. But, you know, so we really do want, you know, to know what everyone thinks, and leave likes and subscribe and all of that sort of thing. And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Bye.
All the